Kia ora everyone, my name is Jackie Moses and I am the co-founder and marketing manager for my small pakihi, Caleb Te Kōtiri, alongside my partner Caleb. So if you've clicked on this video, you're interested in understanding some tips and tricks that helped us with our small business, and this video is going to be tailored to a Māori business or Māori pakihi, because that's what we do, that's who we are. But this should help with anyone else who is wanting to start your own business as well. So if you're interested in wanting to know what these tips are, then keep watching. Awesome, so our first tip is to really understand what you're passionate about as a person. That's definitely going to help motivate you to keep going on the good days and the bad days. If you genuinely enjoy what you do, then it's always going to help, and it's going to reflect that in your business. For example, for us, we create a wooden taonga, which is sort of the start of what we sort of wanted to do. And then as we progressed through that, we sort of, understood who our customers were and who our audience is, and then we're able to expand our business. So I'll put hopefully somewhere on here a bit of an idea of our website so you can have a look. I'll also link that all in the description below. But definitely my number one tip is just to start a pakihi or a business that you are passionate about, and that's going to motivate you to work on, whether or not it's your full-time job, you're doing it on the side, it's a bit of a side hustle going on. It's really just going to help sort of take you to that next level and just continue working on your business. That sort of leads into my second step, which is you need to do your research. You need to get an understanding of the market. You need to understand what other people are doing. Is this actually a need? Do you have an audience that are going to purchase this product? If it's a service that you're doing, for example, you want to be a hairdresser on your own salon one day, or that sort of thing, it's a little bit different, because that's sort of a service that you're providing and you're able to make that unique in your way. But if it's for a product, for example, if you want to do an apparel line, I can think of 1,000 apparel lines even here in Aotearoa that create similar products to you. So you really just need to differentiate yourself from those other people and think about what you can deliver, what's going to be unique to your business, to help fill that need. So again, using our business as an example, for our original product, which is our handmade wooden taonga, which you can just see a big stack over there, we did some research and saw that there wasn't a lot of people, anyone really, in Aotearoa who create these products that are A, sort of more on the affordable side, B, they're handmade, they've got that sort of handmade touch as opposed to something being made in a machine, and probably C, it's just something that's quite unique but still available for the everyday person. So based on us doing our research, we were able to sit down and sort of list out those things. It's also awesome, which goes to the point one, that Caleb, my partner, is really interested in creating. He's always had that sort of creative mindset, really enjoyed the art of whakairo, which is carving in te reo Māori, but just never really had the other side, which I enjoy, which is the marketing and the behind the scenes and the business sort of acronym to actually put those skills into a business. So that's how we sort of play hand in hand. So my passions are all about, like I said, the marketing side. That's where my experience comes from, and that's how I'm able to contribute to what we do as well. So definitely number one, just to recap quickly, is find something you're passionate about, and number two, do your research and really understand your audience, your potential audience, and if you're able to fulfill a need that's not already there. Tip number three is you really want to start small, especially from our perspective. We're doing this on the side of our full-time job. We didn't, to be honest, have a lot of savings or a lot of investments set aside for doing something like this. So you really just want to not throw all of your money into it or your entire heart and soul into it when it may not be something that can grow into anything in the future. So just starting really small, maybe testing this with your friends and family, getting a bit of a perspective on what they think. Obviously, you know, you really aspire or you want this to be something really amazing in the future, but I would just suggest that you start small. Maybe, you know, in terms of if a product, you want to get a couple of different variations of it or different suppliers, just making sure that you're really honing into that product and it's amazing and it's everything that you want it to be in terms of any changes or little things that you want to make to it. And then, like I said, test it with your friends and family, get their idea, maybe, you know, put it on your socials and have an idea on what other people outside that circle think. That just really helps you so that you can get an understanding and really validating point 2, which is doing your research and if people are actually interested in it. Similar to number 3 is sort of creating a budget for yourself. So you actually want to sit down, crunch some numbers, and then work out a bit of a plan. So definitely planning what you're wanting to do from that stage. After you've thought of something you're passionate about, you've done some research on it, you've tested it with your friends and family, you think, okay, this is something that I can actually do and I can see myself doing, and then that's when you want to be like, okay, I'm going to invest some real money into it, some real time, and then sit down and just plan it. And then sort of coming to point 5 is after that stage you want to really visualize or create your vision on where you could see this leading in the future. It's really difficult, especially for us, it was quite difficult to get an understanding of, you know, just imagining where this could take us. Like for us, our pakihi is really about one day creating the financial and time freedom for us to be able to, you know, be our own boss and do what we want to do without requiring ourselves to go anywhere or do anything because we have to. So that's sort of the vision that we set for ourselves, and it starts sort of real small. So, you know, if that's the end goal, you want to work your way backwards. So what's the first step that you need to do for that? Maybe it could be a financial goal. Maybe you just want to save up $5,000 so that you can book some flights to see your parents or something like that, or you want to do a bit more traveling, or you want to spend more quality time with your friends, but in order to do that you need to save this amount of money. So really just sitting down, creating a plan. You know, definitely would recommend if you've got any friends or family who, you know, own their own business or any expertise that you can receive from someone else, that is really helpful as well. You know, you don't know what you don't know, and just simply asking the question and getting that experience, that rich experience and personal experience from someone is really helpful, and they'll be able to provide you with some more tips on how to successfully run your own pakihi. Awesome, so now we are on to tip number 6, I believe. I'm probably going to stop counting soon because I'm going to forget what number I'm up to. But another really good tip is to really understand what your core values are in terms of your pakihi, and really trying to align them to who you are as a person. I think that you know, is really authentic. You're able to really create a story around your pakihi because it's something that you naturally believe and think of, and that's important to you. So as an example, one of our core values of our pakihi is our whānau. They are really the driving force for me and my darling, and like I said in that point 1, in terms of finding something you're passionate about, for us, our whānau is that sort of draw card that allows us and motivates us to really want to be successful, because it's not just a reflection of us. It could potentially be something that helps our whānau in the long run, and being able to have again that time freedom and that financial freedom. So yeah, you can sort of look up different examples, look at other businesses and see what resonates to you, but that really comes into your plan as well, just thinking of what those core values are, what's sort of your mission statement, something that's going to really align to who you are as a person. Number 7, and it probably should be a lot further in the list, but all of these I think are equally as important, but definitely having a strong brand is super important for a pakihi, which is a Māori business, or any business at all really. You want to have a really strong brand presence, so that when people see your brand or your website, for example, they're able to really understand what you do, how you do it, and why they want to buy from you. So for us, the easiest way to establish a brand was just simply having 2 colors that were just unique to us, or not unique, but 2 colors that people, when they saw them, they could realize that, oh yeah, that's Caleb Decor today. It also really helps with your marketing to have just like those core colors. For example, I will add in a copy of our website somewhere here, or those brand colors, so that you can see what they look like. Just really simple, really basic, but it sort of filters into all of our marketing for our entire business, whether that is on our website, whether that's our thank you cards that are sent out. I'll put in a couple of screenshots here. In terms of our Instagram, we sort of feed those colors in as well, and it just makes it really nice and consistent and crisp. You want people to come on your website and see, wow, this is a professional website. Someone or the owner has really taken their time to go through this and really finesse it. You know, you don't want anything that's pixelated, just all those little things in terms of imagery. If you could imagine being the person sitting on the other side of that computer, what would you want to see? What's the experience that you expect? For example, if you look at big brands like Apple, they've got an amazing brand presence. As soon as you imagine Apple, you go straight to the iPhone, you go straight to their website, and it's just really crisp and clean, and their colors are mainly white, silver, really nice clean colors. So that's an example of just having a really good brand presence. And the easiest way to do that is just to establish those 2 or 3 colors that you use on your newsletters, your marketing invites, everything, so that you can just feed little pockets of color and a little bit of personality around those. But those are your core offerings, or the core things that you do in order to display your business. So I wouldn't recommend it enough. If you don't have any marketing experience, or you have no idea what I'm talking about, then take that time to really upskill yourself. There's so many free resources on YouTube. There's so many people who are really successful, who just started like me and you. They were just a couple of people who had a vision, who wanted to try something, and they took the time to really research and look at other people, look at different brands, see what you like, see what you don't like, and then how can you make that unique to you. So definitely upskill yourself if you don't have that expertise already, and just learn. It is going to take time for you to invest into these things if you're not strong about it, but that's where it comes again back to that number 1 point, which is if you're passionate about it, if you can find this need to help others. It's not all just about yourself, it's about your whānau, it's about the need that you're trying to fill within your area or something like that. If that's strong enough, then it's going to really drive you to sit down for half an hour a day and look up some YouTube videos. So definitely creating a crisp, clean brand presence is going to help you to have a successful pakihi. Watched it this far, you are amazing. I've got 3 tips to go and they're going to be super short and sweet. So my 7th tip is in New Zealand or Aotearoa we have, you know, certain things that you need to do in order to have a business. So that is registering yourself as a company, you know, sorting out your New Zealand business number, all those sorts of things, getting an IRD number if you want to register for GST. I will try to link some of those things below, but basically those are like your non-negotiables that you have to do in order to actually trade in wherever you are. In New Zealand, those are some of the things that we have to do, and it's really easy, you know, opening up a bank account so it's all separate from your personal accounts. Those are just non-negotiables, and yeah, just taking the time to research. There's so many easy you know, instructions online to be able to do that, so many helpful resources. I will do my best to try link that below, but those are just your basic non-negotiables. If you're in Australia or anywhere else around the world, you'll have your own set of regulations. But again, if you've got friends or family who you know, run their own business or have this experience, speak to them, you know, catch up for a coffee and see if they can provide you with some answers to questions that you don't know. But yeah, I'll try put as much as I can for New Zealand in the link below. The second to last question, which is tip number 9, is to just don't doubt yourself, and if you've got an idea or something that you want to do, don't waste time and just give it a go. You know, a lot of us, when we get into situations that are scary or make us feel uncomfortable, we'll say, you know, we'll do it tomorrow, and then 2 years go past and you're doing the same stuff and you haven't gone out and done what you needed to do. So definitely just believing in your abilities. If you, like I said, don't have that expertise, ask people around you, research online. But yeah, that's something that really helped us, was just taking the time to you know, just realize all the amazing things that we can do, figuring out all the things that we can't do, and just working towards getting that experience. So yeah, and finally, my very last tip is just to have fun. You know, it's gonna be definitely a whirlwind. If it was anything like our experience, it's going to be lots of highs, lots of lows, but just have fun and enjoy the experience and just learn as best you can. We never thought we would be in this position where, you know, we're giving tips to people on what we're doing, but we've just had so much fun along our journey. It's really awesome having a partnership as well, because you can bounce off one another. And you know, we can just sit down and laugh our heads off if something went wrong, and just improve that in the next, you know, for the next time. But definitely just enjoying the experience, capturing the moments, and yeah, just, you know, doing the best you can. So if you've made it to the end, I really appreciate your time, and I hope this was a helpful video for you. If you do have any questions, please do put them in the Q&A or the comments box below. Last but not least, please subscribe to our channel. We'll put a little subscribe button here. We really appreciate your time. Everyone that subscribes, we really appreciate you doing that, and yeah, look forward to seeing some of your amazing ideas come together. I hope you all have an amazing day or evening wherever you are, and catch you in the next one. Bye!